Count how many spaces.
3 lockers, and you don't even have anything.
Count the spaces.
You don't have anything yet.
Count the spaces.
2.
Don't even touch me. Don't forget to mop your egg on the floor.
They don't need sacrifice.
Now she throw up now. If I tell you remove your part from my locker, remove it. You are not some kingpin from a juggler or something. It's a simple instruction. And don't put your property on my locker. Simple.
I wasn't the one that put it. It's Bella that dropped it there when she was taking it to play. And it just dropped it and there was egg inside. To be fiery, it's annoying me. You don't
worry, be fiery for me. You don't worry. I've heard you. Don't kill me. Around me. Why are you crying now?
Please.
Why are you crying?
So as it stands, I think there would soon be a deep level of hatred that would, develop over the season down to the reunion, and even after that time between Faith and Imisi. And I don't know, I would not be one to want to side with one person, but then again, can't you just be the bigger person at a certain point? If you feel and claim that you're the more educated, the better one, right? And this statement is from me to Faith. So they had an altercation with Imisi earlier, probably an hour or so before now. And what really happened? So from last week, after last week's eviction, we noticed how Imisi, whether via the likeness she has for Faith, decided to pick a drawer or a closet close to a closet space close to Faith's own, right? And then not until, housemates have been having issues with food, so people get their share and go and hoard it, or even steal and hoard it. So we don't know if this time Imisi actually took to go and hoard, but I believe it was something that was her own share she had to go and keep. Now she gets it in a box, and then, in a bit of hurry to go for the Amatem soft gel task, if I'm not mistaken, now correct me if I'm wrong, she went and kind of like dropped her own eggs, like her box with some things inside with the eggs inside. She kept it close to or on Faith's in Faith's own space, right? And then while he saw it, he called out for who had it, for Imisi, and told her to quickly come and carry it, or else he's going to throw it away. Whatever was inside, he was going to fling it. Now, he said he was going to count to 3. Again, if I'm not mistaken, you can correct me in the comment section if you think I didn't get it rightly. And then in the bid to meet up with the time he was counting or he was giving her, she didn't meet up, and he took it and wanted to fling it, so she had to drag with it. I think I pulled it and flung it away. Now, maybe he knew or he didn't know, but the eggs she had inside, he broke them. And it was really, very, very bad, because I'm like, in the bid to defend yourself, Faith, you've had issues with the people you feel you can intimidate. But the people whom have hurt you really, like the likes of Sultana and 1 or 2 other guys, you've not been able to go head to head and loggerhead with them. Why Imisi? You get. Now again, Imisi too, you're in the wrong for the fact that you and this guy have had altercation before. You've had an altercation before. And even if this guy knelt down, because we noticed that some few days ago, Faith actually apologized to her. But then again, even if somebody you had issues with apologizes to you, you guys are supposed to give yourself space. You're supposed to give yourself space. Because one way or the other, you guys will cross paths or step on each other's toes. This was the time to take and avoid each other. So she made the mistake, no matter what hurry she was in. Keeping it in Faith's own space is just a no. A big red flag. So one way or the other, she had a percentage of the, of the fault here, but then again, it was just nasty to do. Even they had to call her to calm her down and be like, you know, just leave it to him, let him do whatever he wants to do. Don't keep having issues with this particular guy, right? Then we notice how Kola came and helped her clean it, you know, because when he spilled, she just wanted to continue what she was doing to prepare and go for the amatem soft gel task. Of course, she was going to clean it. So Kola came and wanted to clean it. She was telling him, oh no, don't worry, I'm going to do it myself. But then Kola knew she was very pissed and she was trying to hold herself not to lash out and go all berserk. And then people start calling her names and saying, oh, she's playing the pity card and all the 9 yards here. So he helped her clean it, and then when he met her in the kitchen, she just broke down and started crying, talking about how she's tired of being beside him, that at this point Faith irritates her. He's looking for every little opportunity to just, you know, be antagonistic towards her or bully her in quotes, and that, you know, she's very pissed. She was crying. Kola was calming her down and singing for her, hugged her. It was really nice to see that one way or the other, even if you're the worst person in Big Brother's house, there will be one person to come and, you know, be beside you to, you know, console you, because that house could be lonely. If I'm not mistaken, they've admitted to that. But then again, it's just crazy. It's just crazy. Can't you just carry somebody's stuff and keep on their own place, or remove it from your own place and keep it somewhere else and tell them you kept it in my own place, carry it from so and so place? It's extreme, really. So for clarity, just so no one thinks, oh, what you guys deciding in Imisi and blah blah blah. Yeah, like I said earlier, Imisi had her faults. What's his name? Faith had his faults, but then always trying to link her to you know, Ajegule, the trenches, illiterate, and all the 9 yards. That's crazy. That is you indirectly mobilizing people who are in that level, or who consider to have been from that level, to, you know, be her friend, back her up, and then show you that you can't just bring someone down and expect to rule. Yeah, basically, yes, we know Imisi tossed that egg, the broken egg, on the floor, because like, make broken egg not in my bag, and of course it's usually out of bitterness. Maybe any other person can say, oh, Imisi is trying to paint a certain picture just to look like the good guy and all the 9 yards. But let's think about it. Let's take a minute. If you were in that person's shoes, probably you're more matured, or you're more calculative. But typically any other person would just be like, since the egg don't break, make it there for ground, and knowing that you will still come back and clean it. I still don't know why Faith will still be talking to her and be like, when you finish it, they do come clean. I'm like, these housemates, everybody's intentionally goading each other. It is just crazy. And I really hope everybody gets a piece and a piece of what they dish, because in the end, nobody will necessarily come off to want to act like they're the victim or this or that. Yeah, it's just crazy. Again, Faith, you could have done better. For someone who claims to be more educated, more calculative, and not ras like Imisi, you should have learned from your mistakes and your experiences with some housemates and just move on and stop all this crazy that's happening.